What's up, everybody? Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to keep this video to one topic, and if I run into another topic, I'll probably just make another video. Then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna name this video. But let's tackle one topic at a time. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it. KingThrash. Shout out to you, bro. KingThrash made a StarField analysis video. Now, before you get emotional just because I mentioned his name, just listen, okay? I had to learn the hard way that an analysis is not a review, which means a game could be horrible technical wise or analytically wise, but could still be a great game review wise. It's fun, the story's great, whatever, right? So an analysis is different from a review, and I think that came up when he did the analysis of Forza, and people looked it up, and he had only played like 2 hours of it. So like, how you gonna make an analysis? And then that whole thing came out. An analysis is not a review. Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll take it. So he made an analysis video of StarField, the trailer that they showed. And I think we all understand that you're watching this trailer through YouTube, right? So I think we all understand that, especially if you have a next generation console, you know that watching gameplay, watching any trailer on YouTube or whatever does not translate to actually playing the game. Like, if you think Forza Horizon 5 looks good on YouTube, I promise you, when you play that game in person, it looks amazing. So when I saw Forza Motorsport and through YouTube it looked great, I'm already excited. I know this game is going to look amazing in person, right? So the analysis, if he was to talk about resolution and textures and all that other stuff, is going to be a little iffy, right? Because he's not actually playing the game. But here's the deal. After seeing, I wasn't even fully done with the video. I still haven't finished the video completely. But after seeing a specific part of that video, I stopped. I was watching it last night, and I put out a tweet. I tagged Xbox and I tagged Bethesda on it. And I said, I'm done. I'm going to bed. Go watch the video. I'll put the link in the description to his video. Okay. Here's the deal, though. A lot of things that he's talking about in the beginning of the video, you could consider nitpicking. He's not necessarily wrong. Like, you can explain things, right? Like, one of the ones that he was explaining was when you come into a planet and you're crossing the atmosphere, there's supposed to be like heat and all this other stuff. And it's like, dog, ain't none of us cross no planet, right? And who knows, maybe that planet that happened to be on, the atmosphere is thinner. Like, they could make anything up as to why there's no like boom sound or whatever, right? He also talks about how when the ship is landing, it's not burning the vegetation, all that stuff. Who knows, maybe those are anti-fire vegetation in this planet. There's a lot of things that you can't explain, that you're kind of, nitpicking at, right? So I'm watching the video. Every time I watch his videos, I take them lighthearted, right? He's having fun with a lot of his videos anyways. So I'm watching his video. I'm enjoying it. I'm watching it and think it's funny. I'm like, okay, nitpicking. Okay. I can see that, whatever, right? And then as I keep watching the video, more and more things are stacking up that he's saying that it's getting hard to ignore. And then he gets to a point. This is where, for me, I was like, okay, I'm done, because whether you like it or not, he's got a point. StarField is the game. You guys have made StarField the game. Why? I have no idea. I have no idea why we hold so much stock in this freaking game. But now that we're here, this game is put up to a different standard because you have put that game up to a different standard. That's why when that game got delayed, it created such a ruckus. It shouldn't have. It's just another game that got delayed. But because you have put this on such a high pedestal, It is what it is, right? So Starfield is the game that all Xbox freaking clamor about, everyone's excited about. I had never seen gameplay. I had no idea what Starfield actually was. Everyone keeps saying Skyrim in space. What does that even mean? But finally, we got some gameplay. And KingThrash shows the part of the trailer that I didn't pick up. And again, you probably wouldn't pick up playing the game, but it matters, and I'm gonna explain to you why. Going up the stairs with a shotgun, shoots the shotgun. The shotgun shells, the player opens up the weapon. The shotgun shells come out, and the round is not spent. Let me explain it to you very slowly, okay? This is a shooter game, right? Going up the stairs, shoots the shotgun. Clearly shoots the shotgun. Goes to reload, takes out the 2 shells. When the 2 shells pop out, they're not just shotgun shells. It's the entire round. So the projectile and the cartridge is still there, okay? Not to mention it's a shotgun that looks like the rifle rounds, but who knows? We don't know what type of gun it is. Regardless of what type of gun it is, the round is not expended. Now, playing the game, going fast motion, whatever, I have never played a first-person shooter and noticed that. I never even paid attention to that. I'm just being honest with you. However, just because I've never noticed it, or I've never paid attention to it, or even I'm probably not even going to pay attention to it in this game when I actually play it, doesn't mean that it's not there. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. That is wrong. And the problem with that is this. There's 2 ways you could take this. Making sure you remove the round from a shotgun shell is a small detail, but a very important detail. So you could look at it like this. If they failed to make sure that that part of the game is taken care of, or they skipped on that part of the game, what makes you think that the 80-something planets or whatever else you're going to be able to do in this game is going to have attention to detail? I'm just using common sense here. Now, if the argument is they didn't focus on those small details so that they can focus on other stuff, okay, sure, that's great. Sure, that's great. But I'm leaning on the side of, I don't know. So I tweeted, my tweet was to Xbox and Bethesda, please explain this. Is this a special weapon? Are these special rounds? And then I said, or is this fake? Is this doctored? To right now, I don't know if it's fake or if it's doctored because I haven't gone through back myself. So I'm hoping that it's fake. Tell me that KingThrash trolled me and I fell for the bait, put a tweet, and now I'm making a video about it. And then when you actually look at the videos, the shells are actually expended. Please tell me that that's the case. Please tell me. Because if it's not, I don't care whether you like KingThrash or not. This is a problem. This is a small detail that isn't right. If you want to talk about other details and stuff, and then that's the thing, right? That was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. But there's a lot of other things that he kept pointing out. And the problem again is that this was the reveal gameplay trailer for the game that you put on the pedestal. In one scene, he shows how you're shooting the weapon and the rounds are flying from above. So unless there's somebody shooting behind you, again, a lot of the other stuff you could possibly explain. There's one thing that he points out where there's a plant that doesn't cast a shadow, but everything else is casting a shadow. Is it that big of a deal? No, probably not. Then there's this other one that he explains where you walk. I didn't even notice this. You walk into a room and it looks like it's glass in the ceiling and you can see the night sky like it's night outside, but then there's windows on the left side and there's daylight coming in. So unless this planet is weird or the thing on top is a picture or the thing on top is a painting or something, again, stuff you can explain, right? Like, nah, the thing on top is not a window, it's actually a painting. Okay, you could explain that. But a weapon shooting rounds coming out not being spent, you can't explain that. That is a lack of attention to detail. And again, if they fail to pay attention to detail to that so that they could focus on other stuff, then sure, great, right? Okay, so if that's the only thing we're going to nitpick about this game is that when you shoot the rounds don't actually show the rounds spent, okay, sure. Or maybe that scene right there happened to be a glitch. Sure, okay? But if they skimped on that detail, I don't know. I know enough that I don't trust anything until I see it, until I have it in my hands. And it works both ways. You could tell me that a game is garbage, like people told me that Anthem was garbage. So many people say Anthem is garbage. I played Anthem, enjoyed every single moment of it, beat the game, enjoyed it completely. I don't care what anybody tells me. I don't care what you tell me. I enjoyed Anthem. Same thing with Crossfire X. You can see all the little Sony fanboys talking trash and making fun of Crossfires. I'm glad that I got to play Crossfire X on Game Pass. I played the story mode and I enjoyed it. I don't know what you want me to tell you. It is what it is. Okay? I don't care how great or how beautiful Horizon Forbidden West looks. It is a beautiful looking game. It doesn't change the fact that the game is boring, that the story is not as good as Zero Dawn. The game is all right. And you know the game is all right, but look at how many people actually beat that game. Like, the game is all right. There's nothing you could do to change that, right? So it works both ways. But when you're looking at this, how do you explain a weapon shooting, taking out the cartridges, and the shells and the round is not spent? And then why do you even defend that though? That's the thing. And some people on Twitter were like trying to defend it. The NPCs of this game, Starfield, did not look good. It doesn't mean that the game's not going to be great. The game could still be great. But the criticism is true. The NPCs looked, I dare say, horrible. What? Again, sometimes I feel like we can be Xbox fans, we can even be Xbots without capping for everything and even being able to take criticism. Because once you don't, you're becoming like that other side. You're becoming like the other side. So this is all I'm going to say. An analysis is not a review. I would highly suggest you go watch KingThrash's video. You're going to be upset. Oh, sorry about that. You're going to be upset. You might even get emotional. But I promise you this. There's going to be things that he points out. You can deny if you want. But you be lying to yourself. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.